What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, four-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, Mikey Garcia, 40 wins, 1 loss. He's 33 years of age. He stands at 5'6" with a 68-inch arm reach. Last time we saw Mikey Garcia in the ring was February of 2020 when he took on and defeated Jesse Vargas via unanimous decision victory. As of late, Mikey Garcia has been linked to 8th-division world champion, legendary, iconic Filipino superstar boxer Manny Manuel Pacquiao. Okay? Pac-Man Pacquiao. With that said, Mikey Garcia was asked today about the fight with Manny Pacquiao and what's going to happen moving forward. What's the update? And he says that Manny Pacquiao has gave him a few offers, but nothing to jump up and sign the contract with. He says that he's going to give Manny Pacquiao 2 more weeks. And if in 2 more weeks, Manny Pacquiao doesn't send him a contract that's feasible for him to sign or that's worth him signing, then he's going to move on. He's looking for an opponent in maybe July, August, maybe even later, as he looks at the landscape and who's available. Then he was asked, he stated that he wants to fight anywhere from 147 to 140. Says he doesn't have a problem going back down to 140. He obviously wants to become a 5-division world champion, so he's looking to do so at welterweight. But he says he easily can move back down to 140. He's back in shape. He said he gained a lot of weight last year, but now he's back focused. He could go down to 140. And then the question came up about him, an undefeated 2-division world champion, who currently is the WBA regular champion simultaneously at 130, 135, who's making a jump up to junior welterweight to challenge undefeated Mexican superstar WBA regular champion Mario Barrios. We're talking about none other than Gervonta Tank Davis, superstar boxer. Tank Davis, 24 wins, no losses, 23 wins by way of knockout. He's 26 years of age. He stands at 5'5.5" with a 67.5-inch arm reach. The last time we saw him in the ring was when he defeated Mikey Garcia's good friend, 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer Leo Santa Cruz, in dramatic fashion in a 6-round dramatic knockout victory over Leo Santa Cruz. With that said, Mikey Garcia says now that Tank Davis is at 140, that will be a huge fight between himself and Tank Davis, especially if he beats Mario Barrios. He says beating Mario Barrios, beating Leo Santa Cruz in his last 2 fights, he says that would make for a huge fight between himself and Tank Davis. Mario Barrios, 26 wins, no losses, 17 wins by way of knockout, 26 years of age himself. He stands at 5'10" with a 71-inch arm reach, okay? Last time we saw him was when he took on and defeated Ryan Call via dramatic knockout victory. That was on the co-main event to Gervonta Tank Davis, Leo Santa Cruz card. So Mikey Garcia, he's stating that, it would be a huge, huge fight between him and Tank Davis, and he does not mind coming back down to 140 to stage a fight between himself and Tank Davis. He says that he feel like, Manny Pacquiao is interested in a fight between him and himself. He believes that that's the perfect fight for him, but he's not going to sit around and just wait for Manny Pacquiao to, decide or that he's worth, decide his worth essentially. So what Mikey Garcia is saying that is that the number amount that they're offering him is just it's not moving the needle for him. So Mikey Garcia, like I said, 40 wins, 1 loss, 30 wins by way of knockout. He's 33 years of age. He's been in big fights. He's 5'6". So he's only an inch taller than Gervonta Tank Davis. He only has a 1-inch arm reach advantage over Gervonta Tank Davis. And it's history because Gervonta Tank Davis is very close to guys like Robert E. Bunny Easter, who Mikey Garcia defeated in a unification bout. He's also close to 4-division world champion superstar boxer Adrian the Problem Broner, who Mikey Garcia defeated via unanimous decision. Okay, so he got a unanimous decision victory over Robert Easter. He dropped Robert Easter in that fight. That was the WBC. The IBF belt was on the line. It was a unification bout. And he beat Adrian Broner via unanimous decision. He challenged Errol Spence. He lost in big time in that fight. He lost every single round, if not just nearly every single round in that fight. So with that said, they in the same circle, right? Adrian Broner, Robert Easter, Errol Spence, Gervonta Tank Davis are all close friends. So with that stated, it makes for the perfect storyline, right? Now the thing is, he beat Adrian Broner and Robert Easter. He wasn't successful against Errol Spence Jr. Gervonta Tank Davis is a southpaw. He has a lot of power in both hands. Some similar to Errol Spence. He's not as big as Errol Spence, obviously. He's very athletic, very explosive, and very fast. He has a high ring IQ. Okay, he set that knockout up with Leo Santa Cruz. It wasn't just a brunt. He wasn't just brute forward and just not. No, he set that up. So with that said, obviously Mikey Garcia, he has close ties with Leo Santa Cruz, great friend of his. Now, he said that he wouldn't mind fighting Mario Barrios as well, but Mario Barrios is not as close of a friend of his as Leo Santa Cruz, okay? So this would make for the perfect storyline, especially if this took place in Texas, okay? We know that Gervonta Tank Davis is a pay-per-view star, okay? He's a superstar in the sport of boxing, especially from 135, 140 down, okay? Mikey Garcia is a huge star within the sport of boxing. He has a huge fan base. If you stage this fight in Texas, it's comparable, okay? He's not too big. Mario Barrios is far bigger than Mikey Garcia. He's far bigger than Mikey Garcia at 5'10" with a 71-inch arm reach. Mikey Garcia is at 5'6" with a 68-inch arm reach, and Tank is at 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. So, him and Mikey Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis would make for a very, very interesting, high-speed, technical, action-packed fight, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of technicalities to it, but there's also going to be a lot of action to it because neither guy backs down. And both guys at times could be very, very flat-footed. So this can make for a very, very interesting fight, which would be a 50-50 fight. And this may be the fight that Gervonta Tank Davis needs to completely catapult him into superstardom, okay? Because we know that they're trying to make him a mega crossover superstar in the same mold of his promoter, legendary retired Hall of Famer, 50-0, former pound-for-pound king, former 5-division world champion, former pay-per-view king, Floyd Money Mayweather, okay? They're trying to mimic the same mold of Floyd Mayweather and make him a superstar. He's not the same type of fighter Floyd Mayweather is, but he is a very exciting fighter. Like I said, he has majority of his wins come in knockouts, okay? Only one of his fights went the distance. So with that said, that would make for an interesting fight between him and Mikey Garcia. This would be the fight to catapult him into that crossover superstardom that they're looking to capture for him in his career. Now, after that, you can add on the other fights. Devin Haney's of the world, Shakur Stevenson's, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia. Those fights to be made would be massive mega fights for them and for Gervonta Tank Davis. But this is the fight that would catapult him into that superstardom, especially if he was able to beat Mikey Garcia in dramatic fashion. Imagine if he was able to knock out Mikey Garcia. That would speak volumes, okay? And just to beat Mikey Garcia is going to speak volumes, okay? Because the only guy to do it was Errol Spence. And a lot of people, they like to say that Errol Spence was simply too big for Mikey Garcia, which wasn't the case because he didn't use his size to defeat Mikey Garcia. He used his skill set to defeat Mikey Garcia. So if Gervonta Tank Davis, with the storyline, having Adrian Broner, Robert Easter, Floyd Mayweather, he's fought some Mexican legends, Leo Santa Cruz, now Mario Barrios, okay? Now you get Mikey Garcia, the la creme de la creme, other than 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, who currently is the unified super middleweight world champion, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Obviously, he's the biggest Mexican superstar in the sport of boxing. But just under him, I would have to say it's Mikey Garcia. So if you have the storyline of Gervonta Tank Davis beating Mario Barrios, beating Leo Santa Cruz, and now he's facing the second biggest Mexican star in the sport of boxing. You put it in Dallas, Texas, Arlington, Texas, AT&T Stadium, Cowboy Stadium. it would be enormous. Absolutely enormous. So Mikey Garcia says he would shift his attention to Gervonta Tank Davis if this fight with Manny Pacquiao doesn't come to fruition. He would also mind fighting the winner of Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez, but he stated Jose Ramirez is a good friend of his. He said that Jose Ramirez vacates the belt. Imagine he fights Gervonta Tank Davis for a vacant belt at 140. Enormous. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
This is Amanda, the real deal Serrano, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.